Most substitute teacher plans are written by teachers at the worst possible moment, and that is exactly why they fail. It's typically 9:47 p.m., you have a stomach bug, your laptop is open in bed, and now you are trying to explain your classroom, your routines, your lesson structure, your expectations, and your students to a complete stranger while your body is literally telling you to stop working. So you type something vague and you say, students should finish the assignment from yesterday, knowing full well no substitute teacher walking into your classroom cold is going to know what that truly means. Then you come back 2 days later and the room looks chaotic, nothing meaningful got finished, and the substitute note says students were challenging. And now you have to spend 3 more days reteaching everything. The problem is not that the substitute teachers are failing. The problem is that most sub-plans are written like reminders to ourselves instead of instructions for someone who has never met our students before. Teachers are trying to translate an entire classroom culture into a document while they're probably exhausted, stressed, sick, or dealing with a family emergency. And that is not sustainable. Honestly, it is one of the reasons teachers skip taking days off that they actually need. So here's the smarter move. Open up any AI of your choice, and I want you to type this in. I teach certain subject to certain grade level. I will be absent on this date. Students have been working on, and you put a brief description of what they're working on. And you ask it to create a complete substitute lesson plan that includes a warm-up activity requiring no prior context, a main activity with step-by-step instructions a non-specialist can follow. Then an early finisher activity, cleanup procedures, dismissal procedures, and a list of classroom helper roles students can support with. Formatted for a substitute with zero knowledge of my classroom, and that's it. With one prompt, in about 90 seconds, you now have a full substitute plan clearly written enough for someone to be unfamiliar with your class to actually execute it. Then you customize the details. You adjust names, you refine directions, and you tighten anything you want. But the actual structure, the sequencing, the formatting, and the clarity are already done. And here is the part that changes everything. You do this before you get sick. Build an emergency substitute bank ahead of time. Spend 30 minutes one weekend creating 5 emergency plans for different points in your curriculum. Then save them in a shared folder labeled by unit or by week. So now when you wake up 6 at 5:30 in the morning, you are not panic writing substitute plans half conscious with a fever. You send one message, I am out today. Sub-plans are in folder. Before AI, teachers spent hours writing substitute plans while already overwhelmed and sick. After AI, teachers can create systems that actually protect their health, preserve instructional continuity, and give substitutes something they can realistically follow. You deserve to take a sick day without paying for it with 3 days of recovery and reteaching afterward.